Welcome to the 100 Photos channel. We are glad to see you again and wish you a pleasant viewing of our new video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos, and you will also help achieve my dream of 100,000 subscribers.
The Puddle Jumper, 1934. Marilyn Monroe as Peggy in Ladies of the Chorus, 1948. An Apsarof Man on Horseback, 1908. Circus animals in New York. A cool electric automobile from the 1900s. This sled is bringing much joy to one winter reveler in 1938. Transporting Buick cars, Chillicothe, Ohio, 1940. Josephine Baker, 1940s. A number of young boys in a potato field picking up potatoes, 1890s. Patricia Ellis, 1934. A fire department sled draw with horses, 1885. Old-fashioned roller skates photo, 1910. Daughter of white tobacco sharecropper at country store, Person County, North Carolina, July, 1939. A family from Florida headed up north during the Great Depression. Carving the Eye of Thomas Jefferson, Mount Rushmore, 1936. Chicago, 116 years ago. A few cowboys enjoying a drink in Old Tascosa, Texas, 1907. A beautiful couple in Venice, 1890s. A country store somewhere in Oklahoma, 1940. A woman charges her electric car in her garage. 1912. Loggers hold a crosscut saw in front of a gentry, California. 1917. 1920s newspaper boy in San Francisco, California. A couple enjoys their custom-made camper in 1918. A happy family taking home their book haul from the Cincinnati Library Bookmobile in 1940. A man and his goat mobile, early 1900s. A boy in a glass factory, 1890. A rare look inside the original Harley-Davidson motorcycle factory, 1924. For Boys Jamming, 1928. Collecting golf balls, 1920s. Two-year-old Elvis Presley with his parents, 1937. A little boy getting examined by a doctor, 1940. A farmer and his sons make their way through a dust storm in Cimarron Co., Oklahoma in April, 1936. Beauty pageant winners in 1922. Cowboys eating at the Chuck Wagon, late 1800s. Montreal playgrounds were on another level back then, 1950s. Blueberry pickers, near Little Fork, Minnesota, 1937. Cigarette break, 1932. Beer picnic with the boys. Looks like to kegs down, to go. A couple posing with their car and with the dog next to them. A Poor Kid with His Self-Made Wooden Bicycle, 1912. A Shoeshine Boy in London, 1877. The Titanic's Propellers, 1911. Construction workers from 1928 in Missouri. Three young women eat spaghetti on inflatable mattresses, 1939. A Beautiful Young Bride from the 50s. Children line up for a dose of tasty medicine, England, 1939. Butter making in Appalachia, 1917. Anna Haining Bates 7-Eleven, one of the tallest women in history with her husband. A ghostly yet mesmerizing image from 1900. Old School Bike Life Family. Dishes in a Three-Wheeler, Tokyo, 1920s. A Door-to-Door Salesman of Medicine, 1909. The Bullet Bra, be careful not to look too closely. The Champion Watermelon Eater at the 4th of July celebration in Brooklyn, 1935. The Noonans take a drive in their car with their 14 children, 1920s. U.S. Mail, 1912. Unusual portrait of a smiling Edwardian lady. The photographer insisted on smoothing down Lincoln's hair, but Lincoln did not like the result and ran his fingers through it before sitting. 1857. The Byrne Family and Their Moving House, 1929. The Edwardian beach style in 1906. The Mississippi River frozen solid, 1905. This 1877 photograph shows a family living a nomadic life in London. The Michelin Man in 1898. This is what New York looked like in 1916. This is what Chicago looked like in 1895. This picture of a young girl was taken 114 years ago. The most French picture ever taken in 1945. This simple moment is brought to you by 1930. The New Tricycle from 1882. Photo by Charles Oldreive. The Harley-Davidson race team of 1916. This is what working at the top of the New York City skyline looked like in 1925. U.S. soldier kissing his girlfriend goodbye before departing by train, 1922. The elegance on the streets of New York City in 1928. This young woman took this mirror selfie 100 years ago. This picture was taken 137 years ago in Nebraska. This had to be the most entertaining mail delivery from 1900. This is what Las Vegas looked like in 1895. Three on the Chevy, 1922. This selfie was taken in 1852. This is how children went to school in 1904. This was Dairy Queen in 1954. This is how people used to go camping in the 1920s. The fashion in the streets of Paris in 1928. This amazing picture was taken 100 years ago. The first photograph of a lightning, September 2, 1882. They wear shoes and clothes with holes and dirt upon their faces, yet they are absolutely perfect. 1936. The middle children of a family of 15 in the poor rural Missouri, 1940s. This was Manhattan in 1879. This picture was taken 127 years ago. The fashion during the 1920s in America. Trappers and hunters in Arizona. This amazing portrait was taken 100 years ago. This is how they used to paint the Golden Gate Bridge in 1947. The earliest known photograph of men drinking beer, Edinburgh Ale, 1844. The Northern Saloon in Tonopah, Nevada, 1902. This was New York City in 1879. The owner of the bar posing with a rifle in Idaho, late 1800s. This amazing picture was taken in Paris by George Hoyningen-Huene, 1934. There's no skipping leg day in Whitby,